1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Halls of Music. This lesson is on learning the melody for Seven Nation Army. There are several things that you need to know going into this lesson. The first thing that is important to mention is that we are learning how to play melodies primarily by ear. Yes, there is tablature and yes, there is music, and if you can read those rhythms and calculate them, that's great. But if you can't, this lesson is going to be great for you because we're going to go over what it's like to learn a melody accurately by ear. The main thing that you want to be able to do is know what beat you're coming in on. That is very important to know when you want to learn something accurately by ear. It is also helpful to know what beat the melody ends on, so that you know if it ends on the and of 4 and it sounds cool, you know that there's something going on with the idea of that melody ending on the and of beat 4. This is a beginner lesson in learning melodies in this manner, so I'm going to go through every little motive that is played in this melody, do it 4 times with the metronome, combine those motives, do them 4 times with the metronome, and then combine the sections and do them 4 times with the metronome each time. Some of the sections I might not do a complete 4 times. However, that means that this video is going to be very long and has a lot of detail in it. This is for helping you beginners to get used to learning music in this manner. If you can do this and learn in this manner, then the sky's the limit in terms of what you can learn on your own using your ear and a little bit of music strategy with understanding rhythm and when you're coming in for each melody that you're trying to learn. The goal here is to have fun and to enjoy the guitar. These pieces of music that I'm putting together, like Seven Nation Army and other arrangements, are going to be used in my guitar studio with my students playing in groups. So we're going to have fun playing with each other. Some of these arrangements will have improvisation in them. Seven Nation Army does not, but some of them will. Seven Nation Army is easy and fun to play. So this is something for my beginning students who are to the point to where they're ready to start learning some more complex melodies up the neck on the guitar, learning by ear and using the metronome with good strategy. I hope you all have fun with this lesson. Now a little bit about the techniques involved on the guitar while learning these melodies. The main thing that you want to know with your pick hand is that some of the melody notes need to stand out and need to be stronger. You know, that note has a sense of accent and needs to stand out in the context of the melody. On this note, we want to try to make sure that we have downstrokes. I have included the downstroke and upstroke techniques that I used when recording this melody. I primarily used that form of down upstrokes because it made the most sense to me rhythmically to record the melody quickly and to get the accents where they're needed. There are instances in the score where I'm using all downstrokes, and you probably could use all downstrokes throughout this entire melody. It's just important to realize where the accents are and where the dynamics come into play. Because when you have a rhythm, for example, without accents and without any short or long notes, that rhythm sounds a little stale. But as soon as I add short and long notes, it begins to sound a little bit more groovy. When I start adding maybe a few accents, it sounds even a little more groovy. The same kind of aesthetic value applies to melody. So when you're paying attention to what notes should be louder than others, it's a great artistic thing to include. And downstrokes with the pick will help with bringing out the stronger notes when they need to be strong. Have fun and enjoy Seven Nation Army melody and arrangement by me. See you in lessons. The first little motive that we're going to be looking at is going to come in on the and of 3 in measure 8 and end on beat 3 in the half note in measure 9. Be sure to get the accents that you hear me playing in your playing with this motive. I will do it 80 beats per minute on the metronome 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. The next little motive comes in on the and of 2 in measure 10 and ends on the and of 4 in measure 11. This little and of 4 ending sounds cool. It's called syncopation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. One, two, three, four, 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 1, 2. The next motive is exactly like the first one. In the interest of being thorough for all of you students out there, I am going to go over this motive to make sure we get it all. Okay, so this comes in on the and of 3 in measure 12 and ends on beat 3 on the half note in measure 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So the next little motive that we're going to explore is just like the second one. In the interest of being thorough for you students who will appreciate this kind of depth, we're going to go over this motive at 80 beats per minute. It comes in on the and of 2 in measure 14 and ends on the and of 4 in measure 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. This next little motive is something new. It comes in on the 4th beat of measure 16 and ends on the and of 4 in measure 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 'The next little bit of music that we're doing is measures 21 and 22, coming in on beat 1 in measure 21 and ending on the and of 4 in measure 22. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, This next little motive is the last motive of the verse. It comes in on the fourth beat of measure 24 and ends on the and of 4 in measure 26. After this, we'll start putting the motives together. 80 beats per minute on the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to start putting these motives together. So we're going to go with the first motive that comes in on the and of 3 in measure 8 and ends on the and of 4 in measure 11, tying over that first half note in measure 12. 80 beats per minute on the metronome. 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 1, 2. Now 2 without me counting out loud in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 'All right, let's practice coming in on the and of 2 with going from measure 10 to the half note in measure 13 at 80 beats per minute on the metronome 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. The next portion of music that we're going over is coming in on the and of 3 in measure 12 and going to play to the and of 4 in measure 15. That note on the and of 4 ties over to the first half note in measure 16. At 80 beats per minute, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 1, 2. Now 2 times without counting in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. The next portion of music that we're going to be going over comes in on the and of 2 in measure 14 and plays to the and of 4 in measure 18, tying over to that whole note in measure 19. I'm going to do it 2 times on the going to do it 4 times on the metronome. I will count in between the phrases the first 2 times. This last 2 times, I will not count in between the phrases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 'The music that we're going to be doing in this portion of the video goes from the pickup into measure 17, which is the last beat of measure 16, through the and of 4 in measure 22. There are 2 measures in the middle that include a group of whole notes being tied together. I will count through those 2 measures the first 2 times I play these 2 phrases put together. The last 2 times I will not count those whole notes. It will be left up to you to keep track of where you are rhythmically within the context of the melody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, so now it's time to connect all of the motives together and play the entire verse. I will also play the first little melodic motive of the chorus with this example. I will play this 4 times. Now the first 2 times that I play it, I'm going to be counting in between the motives so that we can keep up with what beat we're on. But the last 2 times that I play it, I will not be counting in between the motives so that you can test to whether or not you are accurately and instinctually knowing where you're at with the rhythm in relationship to the melody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2. 2, 3. 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3. 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so now let's do it 2 times without counting out loud, or without me counting out loud. So you should be counting in your head at home, or if you need to, still count out loud at home. The point is to be making sure that you are in rhythm with the melody with me, and coming in at the right time and confident as to when you're supposed to come in. Here we go, 2 times without me counting out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 'Be sure to count in your head, because I'm counting in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All right, so now we're getting into the chorus. So we're going to go back to playing short little motives to learn the chorus. We're coming in on the and of 2 in measure 27 and playing through the half note, second half note in measure 28. 80 beats per minute, 4 times on the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now the second motive of the chorus starts on beat 1 in measure 29, and we'll play through the half note in measure 30 that starts on beat 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next motive of the chorus comes in beat 1 on measure 31 and ends on the half note on beat 3 in measure 32. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next motive of the chorus is exactly like the other one that we played, except this one comes in on beat 1 in measure 33 and ends on beat 3 with a half note in measure 34. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the last little motive of the chorus is a stream of eighth notes. We need to make sure that this stream of eighth notes is cut off at the precisely right time. So you need to get used to muting that last note and not having any overhang in terms of the resonance of the instrument. This will make the feeling of the sound being sucked out of the music, so when the bass comes in and it's just the bass, it is an impactful experience for the audience. Measure 35 and 36. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Now we're going to start putting the motives together for the chorus. In order to do this and connect it with the verse, we're going to use the last motive of the verse, and the first motive of the chorus is the beginning of this section of the video. This means we're going from the pickup into measure 25 all the way through the half note in measure 28. 80 beats per minute on the metronome 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3. All right, the next 2 motives that we're going to put together is the actual first motive of the chorus, starting on the and of 2 of measure 27. And we're going to go through the entire second motive of the chorus, which ends on the half note in measure 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. One, two, three, four, 1, 2. One, two, three, four, 1, 2. All right, the next section of the chorus we're going to put together, in order to kind of hear the music logically, we're not going to put together the 2 middle motives. We're going to start on the downbeat on measure 31, and we're going to play all the way through the 8th note passage that ends the chorus, that ends in measure 36. This will make the melody sound logical as we're practicing it. We'll hear it as we kind of hear it in our head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember to mute that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. One, two, three, 4. It's now time to play the entire chorus. We're going to go from the pickup in measure 24 that leads to measure 25. We're going to go all the way from that last motive of the verse all the way through the entire chorus 4 times on the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3. So it's time to do the solo. It's finally the last thing I have to teach in this video. We're going to be taking the verse before the solo, doing the last motive or phrase of that verse into the first little shortest motive of the solo, which means we are going from measure 60 through measure 64 at 80 beats per minute on the metronome 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3. The next motive in the solo is measures 65 and 66, coming in on beat 1 in measure 65. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. One, two, three, 4. One, two, three, 4. The next two motives is measure 67 and 68, coming in on beat 1 in measure 67. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next two motives is measure 69 and 70 coming in on beat 1 in measure 69. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 'The next motives are 71 and 72 coming in on beat 1 in measure 71. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 'The next motives are measure 73 and 74 coming in on beat 1 in measure 73. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next little motive or mini phrase is measure 75 and 76 coming in on beat 1 and measure 75. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 'The next two motives are measure 77 and 78 coming in on beat 1 and measure 77. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 'The next little bit we've seen before, just like the ending of the other choruses. 79 and 80, be sure to cut off that last eighth note so that the sound is sucked out for the bass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now we're going to start combining them together. We're going to go from measure 60, which has a pickup, into measure 61, all the way through measure 66. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 'Now we're doing measure 67 through 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 'Now we're doing measures 71 through 74. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 'Now we're doing the final little phrase, measure 75 through 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Alright, so I am to the final thing that I'm going to have to teach in this enormous video. We are putting together the solo. I'm going to play the entire thing all the way through 4 times with the metronome. I do not have it memorized. I'm actually going to be reading the music. So we're going from measure 60, which has 2 pickup eighth notes, into 61, the melody there, all the way through measure 80 at 80 beats per minute 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.